departments of government to make sure. Further, we will mainstream the creative economy into brand Kenya.
Very good. Very good.
So we thought to create many pieces to be various stadiums.
Thank you, Naina, greeting us. Peter Nyongo.
Atafungua sasa jiwe la kumbukumbu.
Next, we will reward Kelvin Kimtai, won gold medal in 800 meters, 350,000 shillings. 4,450,000 shillings to recognize their Hongera sana. Sana. 600,000 shillings. Timiyu. For silver medal, they win 1.5.
The building you have unveiled here today, appropriately named Talanta Plaza, is a symbol and a testament of the incredible work that your government has done in a brief, less than 12 months in office. When we came to office, Your Excellency, we found an abandoned building, an abandoned construction site, and in less than 1 year, Your Excellency, you can see the results of the work of your government. This building is now going to be the home of the Ministry of Youth Affairs, the Arts and Sports. It is a significant milestone for this ministry, Your Excellency, because this ministry has been scattered all over the place. The ministry is at the library, the ministry is at Kencom House, the ministry is at Bruce House, the ministry is at NSSF House, the ministry is all over and everywhere, which has made it very difficult to coherently coordinate activities of this ministry. Now the ministry can have one roof, which will make it easy to synergize our work and our service delivery. Your Excellency, when we came to office, we also inherited a sporting and creative scene that was in absolute chaos. We inherited football that was under suspension by the World Football Federation, FIFA. And Your Excellency, with your guidance, we moved with haste to engage the FIFA President Gianni Infantino, and today Kenya is back in the international footballing field. Not only are we back, and our teams are now participating in international football. Kakamega Homeboys have just participated in the CAF Confederation Cup. Harambee Stars is already engaging in international activities and is already poised to play in the next World Cup qualifiers, but we have also put in a bid to host the Africa Cup of Nations in 2027. That is how back we are. Your Excellency, we also inherited a scene where Kenya was under a very real threat of being banned by World Athletics for doping. And doping had indeed become a crisis. Again, Your Excellency, with your guidance, we engaged World Athletics. We hosted the president of World Athletics, Lord Sebastian Coe, here in Nairobi. We agreed on an all-out war against doping. Kenya was spared the ban. And most importantly, we now have a concise, coherent, multi-agency, brutal war against doping, fully funded by government at 700 million shillings a year for the next 5 years. And we are working together with World Athletics in that regard. We inherited a scene, Your Excellency, where infrastructure development was a mess. And indeed, Your Excellency, all stadia in Kenya had actually been banned by CAF and FIFA. We have moved with haste again to develop a master plan for development of infrastructure. And it's because of that master plan that we have been able to do emergency interventions. Today, Nyayo's National Stadium has been readmitted by CAF and can now host international games. And we are now accelerating that whole ecosystem in preparedness for AFCON 2027 and other sporting activities.
It is very heartwarming to congratulate our Malaika team. Tuwapigie makofi jameni. Simameni tuwapigie makofi hawa wangwana. Congratulations our Malaika team for your exceptional participation and achievement. You have our support 100% as you represent us and our region and our continent in the Olympics. Once upon a time, I was a volleyballer. So I really take a lot of pride that volleyball is getting to the Olympics and to the world stage. Pongezi. Congratulations. Let me also congratulate the Golden Ladies, Mary Mora here and Faith Kipyegon. Wapige makofi hao warembo jameni. Congratulations, Mary. Congratulations times 2, Faith. You ladies are a great asset for our country. You are the reason why Kenya is the best in Africa. And you are the reason why Kenya is number 5, together with your team. And all the others, our medalists from Budapest, can they stand up? Wasimame jameni. Tuwapige makofi. Congratulations, good people. You have done us very proud. And you have our goodwill and support. Congratulations again. And we will stand by you going into the future. Asanteni sana. Every time when our national anthem was played, we felt that we were global leaders in every aspect. And it wasn't me, it wasn't Ababu or any one of us who made that happen. It is you. So you guys are great, and you have our goodwill and support. Pongezi, 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 pongezi sana. And it is the reason why we must keep our focus on our sportsmen and women. They are the reason why Kenya is flying high, and they are the reason why this ministry exists, to deal with our young people and to deal with our sportsmen and women, the arts, and all the other disciplines that make us the nation that we are. In order to address the resource constraints facing observation of the International Youth Day and its build-up activities, I direct the Ministry of Finance, other Treasury, to create a budgetary vote item that will be ring-fenced for the provision of funds for the National Youth Week build-up activities and the observance of the International Youth Day every year starting from financial year 24-25. I encourage young people to consider venturing into the emerging blue, green, and orange economies. To enable them to take advantage of these sectors, I urge the various affirmative action funds, the Hustler Fund, Youth Enterprise Fund, Women Enterprise Fund, Uwezo Fund, and the National Government Affirmative Action Fund to develop tailor-made facilities targeting youth in blue, green, and orange economy spaces. This will help in the alleviation of key challenges that face youth in the country, including high level of inactivity, unemployment, or underemployment, early and unintended pregnancies, crime, alcoholism, drug abuse, and substance abuse, among others. That whole space where there is huge challenges facing our young people, we can flip it and turn it into bigger opportunities for them if we tailor-made some of the interventions in the various funds that we have, in the various government initiatives, to be able to create opportunities for young people, and that is why we are deliberate, we are intentional, about a plan to create jobs in Kenya. It's the reason why the housing fund is there. It is the reason why we are looking at digital jobs, why we are expanding our fiber optic footprint in Kenya to explore e-commerce, to make more young people get into the space around digital jobs. And all this must be intentional, must be focused to promote the concept of innovation and startups. The Presidential Innovative Challenge is scheduled to kick off this month and will culminate in the Commonwealth Innovation Week, where we will award the best innovations and top startups as part of the Kenya at 60 celebrations later this year. On the 12th of August 2023, the ministry led the observance of International Youth Day under the theme Green Skills for Youth Towards a Sustainable World. I applaud the focus on sustainability and encourage the ministry to bring more young people into climate action and environmental protection. I have just come from a youth summit, and I was thrilled, encouraged, and I was actually wonderfully, in a very informed way, challenged by what the young people of Kenya, the passion, the commitment, the creativity and innovation around what they are doing to deal with the challenge of climate change, but to also, on the flip side, explore the opportunities that come with the solutions that are proposed for climate change. And let me encourage you as a youth ministry to continue to work with all the other stakeholders in all the other spaces so that we can leverage on every opportunity available to build our capacities that benefit the young people of Kenya. We have recruited, for example, a 4,000-strong Green Army on contract to support our national tree planting program and ecosystem restoration program. We intend to scale this up towards 50,000 as we roll out fully our tree planting exercise and ecosystem restoration initiatives. The Talanta Hala initiative is a true bottom-up program focused on empowerment, the creation of opportunities, and the transformation of sports, youth affairs, and arts into a viable vehicle for transforming our country and expanding opportunities for our young people. Investing in the monetization of talent will bolster entrepreneurship, innovation, and economic growth through the conversion of passions into livelihoods, creating an empowered and a self-reliant generation and people. Through Talanta Hela, we encourage our young people to dream big and pursue their artistic and sporting goals with unwavering determination and renewed urgency. We cannot leave the youth of this country behind in any project, in any program, or in any sector. It is the responsibility of this ministry to ensure their full participation in every aspect of national development, in every space that's available, in the activities, interventions, programs of every ministry, because youth is the biggest asset that we have. I am aware of various policy, legal, and regulatory frameworks under development by the ministry, including the Kenya Youth Development Bill 2023, review of the National Youth Council Act number 10 of 2009, and the Creative Economy Bill, among others. This will ensure that key provisions touching on youth in the Constitution, the Vision 2030 blueprint, and the Kenya Kwanza plan are not just realized, but we work towards front-loading and making sure that the interventions are clear, the interventions are available, and the young people are made to participate in a meaningful way. I want to encourage all of us to continue this space. When I did ask the Ministry of Sports to change the framework, because as we are all aware, the youth, the arts and the sports and art fund had been made to cater for many other things, including provision of other services, provision of health, and many other spaces. And it was too thinly spread across many sectors. I did instruct that we bring back the Sports and Arts Fund and make our sportsmen and women the focus and the center of the Sports and Arts Fund. I am very confident that with that focus, eliminating too much spread across different areas will make it possible for us to make real impact in scaling up the sector that has kept Kenya and the Kenyan flag flying high in many capitals in many parts of the globe. We will mainstream the creative economy into Brand Kenya and our commercial diplomacy, including appointing accomplished Kenyan artists and creative sector personalities as cultural ambassadors. I am looking forward to working with all the stakeholders in this space, all the professionals in that sector, to identify the people who will drive the commercialization of the assets that we have, including creatives, including culture, and the whole of that ecosystem. I also believe that our tourism product need to be enriched much more by our cultural heritage. And I have told the peers responsible for that space to work with all the other stakeholders so that culture, especially the fact that Kenya is the home of humanity, becomes part and parcel of what we showcase as a country. Today, 30% of Kenya's population is between the age of 18 and 35. We must invest in these young people to bring the best out of them so that their dynamism, capacity for innovation and talent can contribute to the transformation of our nation and can open up many opportunities for them to participate in the development of our country. We are committed to investing in and developing the talent and innovativeness of our youth as we consider them integral to the creative economy pillar of our bottom-up economic transformation agenda and essential to the entire plan, not just about the young people. The creative industry can significantly add value to Kenya's exports, such as fashion, leather products, craft industries, among others. And just so that you know that we are looking into that space, if you interrogate the incentives and the interventions that we are provided in our Finance Act that now we are implementing, there is a whole space around leather and the leather industry and making sure that we use the resources that are available to us. Kenya being the country that has the third largest herd of livestock, that leather becomes part and parcel of our exports in finished product form. And our young people are invited to opportunities in that space, and I hope the ministry will work with the other departments of government to make sure that these opportunities are not lost.